themselves, then they have the ability to just defend single lanes and win it out.
It's going to be interesting. I mean,
is he doing that because
they talked about how double it is
why was he going to go down in the end?
And that,
we end up with the Darius and with the Varus. So I was checking it out.
But at the same time, I mean, I want to see that be.
Right, we are on to the Magma Chamber. Soaz versus Shy in the top lane matchup.
North American
and again, we see the Red Elixir versus Storm's play. The Red Elixir has been winning out in most of these cases, but that's when they actually get to fighting. I don't know if Shy's going to let himself get engaged by Soaz.
A bit of respect here between both teams, and as we were discussing before, once Korea gets in their picks, they like to kind of give you that ambiguous. You're not sure if it's the top or mid, but you're saying Ambition lane has been a big choice battle. Top laners now picking
gotten the first
regular top laner for Soaz, the 80 carry for Shy.
First game was first pick Jace, and then that got banned out. They first picked Diana. Yeah, you know, Diana is a choice champion for Scarra. They say no, Rumble is more important. That was actually Darius' big pick.
I think they out here, but that's what exactly the point that Jack makes.
Rumble was banned against Darius.
The damage that he takes already.
And yeah, I mean, he got one decimate onto Shy, so the big got him for a little bit, but there is 4% lifesteal on Shy, plus the Darius start. So look at how much Soaz just said, man, that sucked.
He played Malphite against TD's Rumble and lost that lane. So, you know, North American's grabbing Diana away from Ambition.
Kind of head back to the lane. Also, every time he just spins, he's pushing the lane. Shy, ability to farm. We have seen Dyrus play the Kha'Zix, right-click damage, Scarra.
And look at the summoner spells too, because Shy brought Flash, which means he's really just making sure that even if he gets caught that one time by Soaz, he wants to get out of there. So he's definitely going for the long win rather than the engagement
North American
in this matchup.
Oh, he pulled the turret! Under the turret, Shy goes, and this is the chance for Soaz here now. He's going to be going into this one, but can he finish it off? Shy going to be bleeding down. Is he going to be able to do the damage that he needs to do? Shy turning things around. Doesn't go after him.
Let alone got him down to about 60 health, so if he would have been able to land one more auto attack during that entire combo, this would be already over. We would have another 2-minute matchup, but this is getting real tense here. Shy could potentially flash the kill, knowing Soaz has very good damage for them.
That last play was edge of the seat. If Shy had gone back, he had a 3-blade proc, but Soaz was in his head. He said, I know your cooldown's up. And he kind of gives himself an upper hand here. Now he forces Shy.
So yeah, both these really stealing.
And Shy knows how far up he is in minions.
Super safe lane. Like they said, we guard and we'll do that.
He should not have been there to get fresh to the turret. That was a big mistake. And he didn't actually even have to kills. That's going to be
damn good.
Still probably feeling more cautious but confident.
They have a team fight.
Bomb is going to be a big part of this one. Even if you're planning on, no, I've got to kill him. There's not really much of a chance that I can actually win this by minion or turret kills. You've still got to keep up with the minion just for that chance then that could happen.
And if you let the lead get too big, you really just take the play out of the game, because the other guy can just know you're going to try to all in him before you get really bad situations. So he did keep it pretty close there. Didn't realize the size of the minion wave when Shy was forced back.
You can follow in with Diana.
Shy's got to play it a bit more
and then
smartly here, since I think he has the blind pick edge.
Is it going to be like an Ezreal or Varus at the back?
Well, they want to play safe. And we're lane now to America, and they were even shy interviews. They're like looking to get in range. There's the flight proc coming out. It looks like Soaz. Every turret gas was up, and Expression was trying to do it as well. They don't have Thresh this time. But
that's just half health before he can even close the distance even more. It's going to be Shy's really good at just
Diana.
Some people call it orb walking. I like to call it attack moving. Even though we already have another term for attack moving. It's when you move in between attacks so Soaz can never close the distance to you. He does it a lot on Rise as well with his spell cast, and he's been practicing that. So he's showing
there's a lot of opportunities really here. They've got pretty much their choice of jungle. Aside from these
Soaz again going back home. We saw that stacking up the flight, rocking it, throws in the snipe as well at the end. So that's half Soaz's health gone from going back home, coming back into lane. He can't afford to let that constantly happen to him. And miss CS and sort of like that.
A level advantage now as well.
Oh, he's actually going to pull Shy back in here, but there was a minion to help him out. But he's going to keep chasing down here. As I said, Shy does have a level head over it. It's all about the damage that he can do. Shy actually going back into this one. This could be dangerous. There's a turret hit. Soaz in all kinds of trouble now. He's going to get the first blood. What a move from Soaz. Base it in perfectly. And he picks up the victory.
And Shy never got to use his flash.
Oh my god. That was a max range Q from him. He got all the damage he needed. And you could see it took Shy by surprise. He instantly just dropped hand to hand. But both of these guys shaking hands. Be the longest choice on this.
So Joe, at the end of the day, Europe did win the top lane match.
We'll find out how to protect that.
think he's still got to be able to go in with his team. Ezreal makes a lot of sense here. True Shot Barrage will... Yeah, he got a pentakill last time. He's got great cleanup potential as well. He's a second threat there with Ryze as someone you really can't easily get rid of. And again, True Shot Barrage will participate in that fight. When the rest of his team dives in, you don't want Doublelift to dive in, but he can at least press R, and he will participate, much really like Rumble's Equalizer, so he'll be part of that dive comp.
We'll see if he decides to wound this one out and Arcane shift aggressively into the fights. Both teams have been locked in. Saint absolutely loving Nautilus recently.
Yeah.
Didn't really work for, I believe back in MLG it was tried, and then the Volibear, but it was kind of like, wow, that looked lackluster from them, and then something changed between now and then. He is absolutely a monster on Nautilus.
Nautilus is really, really huge now. We buffed up his early game jungle. Exactly, yeah, we buffed up his early game jungle. He clears really, really fast, has amazing ganks as we saw before. He took down Soaz a whole bunch in the European match. And it's one of the new top junglers here, and it's worked well for Saint. He's practiced it so much. He's got a good feel for what the champion does, what he can get away with, and honestly, his early ganks are what's going to separate this game apart, because I think the North American squad needs to start out strong. They need to get to the point where even though they're fighting a Kennen and a Zac and guys like that, they can still dive in with a gold advantage and win that fight.
All right, so we're going to see this coming up. North American LCS All-Stars taking on the Korean LCL All-Stars. There's Shy on your screen as they are poised and ready to match this one up. Freak with the momentum. What are you thinking about this one? If Korea can come in this, they want to play lax, but usually they're the one to be taking turrets right away and going for objectives. How do you think this is going to work against North America?
It's really weird because you can't, in League of Legends, you can't play to not lose. You have to play to win, right? You can't be like, well, we'll just never screw up and then the fates will align and we'll just win the game because we're Korea. You can't do that. You can't be the favorite and just be like, well, we won't make any mistakes. You've actually got to do things to win the game. You actually must try and actually make some moves. You can't just prevent turrets from going down. So
it's true.
There needs to be some kind of aggression here from the Korean lineup. Now, Zac is a good ganker. Insect can make a lot of things happen. There is an opportunity here for these guys in blue, but they've got to play confident and actually try to take things and not just be like, well, America's worse than us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, North America versus the Korean LCS All-Stars, and we are underway onto the Rift for Game 1 of the series.
All right, so right off the bat, it's an early aggressive play from the Koreans. You're seeing them all run towards the top side. It has to be the support putting the ward down. Now, this is a smart play already for the Americans because they've made sure that they warded this Tribush, expecting that sort of invade. So everyone knows where everyone is right now.
Slowly moving around. Not many wards towards the Wraiths just yet. They are going to try to position themselves a little more effectively here, but Korea putting a lot of aggression towards the top side of this, and they want to look to hinder Saints jungle right away.
Well, so what I want to figure out is if North Americans see those champions yet, because they know the Koreans went into the jungle, and they might have warded and recalled, or they might have played super aggressively and tried to steal things away. Now, the ward that just came down from Skara would have spotted prey, so they know at least someone has left that jungle. They don't know how many. Never mind. There's Thresh. There's Rumble. They know that the Koreans have left their jungle. It's warded out, but they know there's no invade there.
See where they decide to move. The Wraith wards go down accordingly just to all the matches that have happened this weekend. They need that vision on the jungler. And last time we really saw that Doublelift was one to go around when they put the AD carry support middle. They were just thwarting what the jungler could do, and they were really trying to hurt that. We'll see if they can put the same pressure on Insect. Right now, it looks like they will again put the AD support mid and try and get that pressure on the jungler.
That's going to be really important for them. It gives them a lot of places to move. They've sent Skara into that sort of, I would have said garbage 1v2 lane, but he is running to the top lane there. I'm trying to see where the Koreans move, and actually they're going to match almost every fight straight up. So we've got normal lane matchups just in weird locations. Dyrus will be 1v1ing Shy. Double Phoenix Special will be 1v1ing Prey and Mad Life. So reading this one out, though, I actually really like the Ezreal Lulu lane here, though.
We'll see what they can do. It looks like Korea has put their AD carry support mid, as said, and they will try to push that down. You see there's not going to be as much pressure to the jungle here, so we'll have to see if North America can, again, react to this. They did not get this the last time in their game, and they will have to play this differently.
The funny thing is, actually, the junglers, yeah, they're getting revealed, but they're not getting stopped. They're going to get their level 3. And it's weird because they'll both get spotted making their way down to the side lanes. Oh, fight on Doublelift.
Doublelift has to cleanse right away. The attack from Mad Life. Oh, they flash in for the shot. It's one more. Mad Life picks up first blood.
absolutely beautiful play by Madlife, proving himself the all-star. And hey, these guys won the skills competition. They're winning the game right now. Already 3 minutes for first blood and just a 2v2.
So it was not very reactionary by NA. They did not expect that to happen in Korea already with the momentum push right there. It was not safe in guard play. It is in your face, and they are going to continue to do so. Here comes Insect from the side. Dyrus pushed out very far without even a ward in the lane. Insect will put himself in, but Dyrus able to use the bush just for a bit of cover and easy safety.
Really good flash by Dyrus, and I didn't actually track it, but the thing is he has a ward in the tri-brush and would have seen if Insect went from Lizard through brush and into the river. And I don't know if he hopped the wall or what, but I mean, Dyrus should have known if he did go that way that Insect was waiting for him.
Insect playing in the mind of Skara in the bottom lane. Let's see what they can do. St. Vicious from the right side. He gets netted out. He runs towards it. He just gets the outside of the lantern, but Saint is going to pursue. They have vision on him so they can move in the correct position. A great catch on the Prey. The crowd control is there with Riptide. They continue to go down Xpecial. Can he get the glitter lance on? The lockdown on. Will it be up for Double Lift? They're waiting for him to get the auto attack in. It's only going to be one more. It's going to be a net over the wall. It's going to have to go to Skara on this one.
And they're fine with that. Getting Rise started early is so huge. Doublet will get minion farm anyway. No one cares if he really gets kills early on. He'll still scale up. But Skara getting a fast tier, Skara getting a fast run of ages, that's where they want kill gold to go.
Very big for them, so they have reacted. I spoke too soon. North America did find themselves a kill. They just needed Saint out of the jungle, and it looks like he will be presenting himself once again towards the top lane.
Here we go. He's going to look for this one. Ambition will spot him, though, and the anchor won't land. So Ambition safe. Toss the shuriken. Cheeky there, but he's fine.
Trying to get that extra damage back, saying, I know you're there. Don't try it again. Prey back into the lane. Madlife getting in there as soon as possible. The shield on so they can stop this wave from getting to the turret. Reset this lane up.
So I want to compare them in minion kills right now, because now that both AD carries have died, Prey's actually sitting here at a minion kill lead anyway. So again, this 2v2 is very much going to the Korea's side, which is a big risk here, because the Americans put so much faith and so much trust in Double Lift. If he doesn't actually get going this game, I said he'd farm, but if he actually doesn't, that's one of the major threats gone from this North American team.
Korea LCL team going with quite a few Dorans here. 2 for Caitlyn, 2 for Ambition as well, as he's heading off versus Skara in that top lane.
And it's going to be a really fun matchup to watch overall. So far, they've held themselves pretty standard. The minion kills haven't gone anywhere. There's been no real jungle pressure from either one. The funny thing is, if jungle pressure does start, Ambition gets away easily, Skara does not.
Oh, Double Lift doesn't have to cleanse from the last fight, and a very easy kill. He didn't have a support there and playing way too aggressive.
Now that is harsh for Double right there. Madlife and Prey, neither of them had to flash for it. He just simply got caught by a death sentence. Not a good start for him.
So now Double Lift back, and Special's going to be forced to sit here and soak up this XP. And really is just going to go towards the turret and gold. So Insect now moving down again to the bottom lane. This is going to be very pressured here, if anything, just to soak up some experience again.
He knows there are no wards at all. If Dyrus plays aggressively, he'll get caught out here. The shield's going to be on cooldown now. We'll see if Insect goes for anything here. He just can't find the opening.
Dyrus playing that smart. Saint also with the Sixth Sense and the wards and in the river. He's going to be able to walk down on this one, knowing Shy is there, or knowing rather the Insect was there, and they're going to be able to back this one off. Looks like he's going to soak up XP himself. Whoa!
Oh, he lands his
top lane. Few more auto attacks. The Doran's coming up big for Ambition.
That was absolutely great by him. The early attack damage from Kennen is so good. He has great attack range, and just he will constantly put that poke down on Rise. Rise can't play long range. He only can click on things that basically Kennen's auto attack range. He'll always take that poke. You saw him get worn down there.
And already just quick damage being purchased up here. Prey goes back. It's a pickaxe already for damage in the lane. It's a scepter for Double Lift.
This is interesting because I actually watched one of Double Lift's scrims a while ago, and he said, man, it's disrespectful to buy a pickaxe early on. You need to save for a BF sword. And very rarely do you buy a pickaxe early, but Prey says, look, I want to get as much attack damage right now as possible. He's clearly going for Infinity Edge. He says, look, I just want to keep hitting you because we're winning this lane so hard.
With the options Madlife creates, you know you're going to get more damage than the usual down. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to be able to use this way more effectively than regular.
He does 25 more damage than Double Lift right now. Double has some extra sustain, but that's about it.
Here we go, Madlife still sitting in the backside, but it's going to be Saint from the right as they push this lane. They try to get a bit of an advantage here. At least pull some pressure, maybe, from the jungler.
Yeah, this tells me that Double Lift wants to maybe back No, he doesn't actually have really any items to buy for himself. It's just kind of some leaked experience. But Scarra's not in his face.
Oh, Scarra enters the lane and exits the lane just as quick.
Oh my gosh, this is looking so good for the Korean team. They said individually we're better, and they're really showing it here. No matter where these guys are going, it's looking better for the LCL. Guys getting harassed these last hits minions. I mean, every lane is honestly going the other way.
And that was a rough call there. Scarra just went down in the top lane. Dyrus wasn't exactly really putting Shy down in the bottom lane, so he went into another lane where he was under-leveled. It's really hurting them right now. Got to make better decisions. Double is very low on mana. Insec in the jungle. These guys are everywhere. That NA does not want them to be. Ace in the hole there. Elastic slingshot. They can actually pick up this kill. Red Buff was hitting double a few more times. The last attacks to come in, and they take him down before he can get out. Also forcing the Plastic Vessel. Capitalizing on kill number 2.
Mad Light flash for that one. That was amazing. The skill shots are landing. 6-1 the kill score now. The Korean LCL are starting this game out strong. Forget what I said about playing not to lose. They are playing to win. They're finding advantages, finding kills over and over. And this is really, really good lane play from them.
I don't even know if they are playing with safety. They're playing with true aggression. They are already onto that top lane. The slingshot onto Dyrus. And it looks like they're going to give him even more harass. Insec very low here, but he may be able to get himself out of this one. The buff's still on. And Dyrus flashes himself out of that situation.
Ambition has it. No, Summoners up. Couldn't quite reach Dyrus. The number of Bloblets Insec picked up there. He was taking damage, then healing as he got out. And just enough crowd control hit Dyrus. He missed the last Q there as well. He just barely snuck out of that battle. So, I mean, really, really nice fights here. The Koreans are just barely coming out ahead. And some of that actually comes from the fact that, you know, the fights that would have been close are now snowballing away because of the experience and gold advantage.
Dyrus just hitting level 7 as he gets to the lane to a level 8 ambition as he tries to pressure, teleporting back in as he just got pushed out. Break this down now, coming up to about 10 minutes into the matchup. Jungler's going for those Spirit Stones. Really not too many core items going in. It's been very chaotic.
Yeah, no one's been really back to buy anything huge just yet. I mean, it's early on in the game. We're just hitting 10 minutes now, so they're getting their build started out. And all I can really point out is some early Magic 10 from Shy. He's got the fast haunting guys, standard item for him, but it really means that he's going to do a lot of damage to his opposition. Scarra has no bonus resist. He only has that Ruby Crystal. He will lose a 1v1 so hard against Rumble here. He's got to get zoned out.
Sight stones for both supports to keep obviously that vision on the map, but we've seen that just controls the entire game. It's been brute force for the Korean LCL team so far as they start to throw down the wards. We'll see how the pressure continues.
Well, the next major objective for them really is Dragon. They've got control of it. It's really theirs whenever they want to go for it. They just got to push out the lane, make sure they don't miss out on minions, and then they have 1,000 gold is waiting for them when they want it.
Only looking at that one death on Prey right now that he got caught out, and they have played so positionally, or they have positioned so well after that it hasn't been a chance NA has been able to grab. And really, we haven't seen Saint been able to anchor toss anything. He's not getting those chances. They're not giving it to him.
He's tried, but everyone's playing safely enough. There's enough wards there from the Korean squad. There's no openings. Like, we watched PDD 1v2 Saint and Dyrus a while ago. This same thing would happen to Shy.
It looks like Scarra getting a little bit of damage down to him. He should be okay, though. Insec just on the wing could have been some trouble.
All right, here's Saint making his next move, looking for Mad Life and Prey, but minions are going to stop Saint. He's not going to get anything out of that one.
Yeah, such an unfortunate thing. You have to time a wave to gank with Nautilus, and that was mistakenly timed.
Yeah, it's kind of like the story of the game for this American squad, really. They're looking for opportunities, and we just didn't quite get it. We almost killed in second force fashion. Nope, that didn't quite work as well. It's kind of over and over there. And the thing is, because they're now down in gold, it's going to happen more and more. Fights they should have won will get turned around by a level in gold advantage.
And that becomes stress on the mental gameplay. You go in and you think it's going to be that last bit of health you can get, but the cookie crumbles in the wrong way and somebody gets the shield out. Like you said, it's been happening over and over again, and it's going to start deterring North America from really wanting these engages and only looking for the mistakes from Korea, which, like I've said, are pretty far from there.
Yeah, that's pretty damaging. Right now for North America, they have to give up the Dragon. They can't fight a real team fight. What their team does do very well is open up for picks. St. Vision's ultimate, the Dyrus dive into Rune Prison, and all the Ezreal damage. The ability to just like find some out of position is there. You know, it's one thing that the Chinese team did very, very well in their last game that we saw yesterday is you find someone, you can kill them, you have the damage output and the individual burst there. But that's the only opening you guys really have right now.
Like Zach quickly getting the golem under his belt there, and it is going to be mobility boots again. Saint always going for that buy first to create openings.
It's interesting to see sort of how Saint has I guess, matured as a player, because we used to always call him this carry jungler, right? He would never play champions like Nautilus and Maokai. It was surprising when we first saw him start playing it, but he's playing the more supportive role for his team. It's not that he's deferring farm, he's clearly got a lot of minions for himself, but you know, his role on the team, he's got guys like Scarra and Double F who farm so incredibly well for a living that he's had to play a little bit more of a supportive role, and he's learned more of these supportive tank junglers, and it's worked well for him, actually. He's usually getting pretty well.
Oh, an Ambition, level 10 versus a double level 7 double lift and special. It's going to be a 2v1 for him in that lane if he wants the kills. Insect meets with him, and anytime soon, Insect picking up the blue buff right now. Hopefully he's going to start heading towards that top lane.
Really, he doesn't have to give blue to anyone else. Scarra, though, it could be the... Yeah, that's Scarra burning down. There you can see the 1v1 potential from Shy. So strong.
Shy still having his way with anybody that has been in his lane. It was Dyrus, then it was Scarra. Anybody else want to come? He is taking numbers right now. 7-1 at 14 minutes for the Korean LCL All-Stars. Sitting on a ward, but Insect still looks like he can make something happen with this.
He's going to look for him. He's going to get pulled into the turret. Here we go.
Ambition going with the Slicing Maelstrom in. Like I said, these guys are levels 10, above the 8s and 7s. Here comes Spray on the side. They're able to take one down. That's a special first. They are hardly taking any damage as they die. Madlife actually taking aggro. He has said these guys are levels 10, above the 8s and 7s. Here comes Spray on the side. They're able to take one down. That's a special first. They are hardly taking any damage as they die. Madlife actually taking aggro. He's going to stand there and eat the turret shots for his team. Beautiful play, and they're still going in. Double it, low on mana, low on health, low, and in the death chamber, the turret to follow.
That was absolutely great by the Korean squad. As you called it, Madlife said, all right, I'll sit here and take turret aggro. I don't do much damage to this point. My CCs are down. They got no cooldowns. I'll just let you guys finish the dive. No big deal. And the thing is, right, Insect's passive was not down. He just got to tank the rest of turret aggro and just split the Bloblets. A 3-for-0 is huge for them. They're going to get another turret for it as well.
And a finished item here coming up for Rumble is going to be an Abyssal Scepter. That's going to synergize with Zac, with Slicing Maelstrom and Kennen on Ambition. They are about to get so much stronger in team fights, and they're just pushing the lanes right now.
And that's really one of the brutal things is you talk about gold leads and how much it means for an individual player. Man, Shy can 1v1 Scar. Okay, true. But think about how much it synergizes here, how much it means for their actual team fight. Because, right, the Abyssal Scepter, as you mentioned from Shy, is going to make Zac and is going to make Kennen deal more damage. Kennen so far, he got to get 2 W3. You saw it happen. They got 2 turrets and 3 kills for nothing there. The lead just keeps growing for the Korean squad. They're playing it beautifully.
Kennen Ambition so close to Azania's right now. 15 minutes into the game, the Infinity Edge finished at 14-20 on Prey. These guys are items, mounds, and oodles ahead right now.
All right, so let's see if the North American team can do something around. I still feel their only opening is finding some kind of pick. They still have mechanics. They have the ability to start fights, and here it is, a 2-on-1 against Shy.
Looks good. Dyrus able to do a bit of damage there. Shy is going to be in a 3v1 here. They are going to get Scarra some damage. Wow, he's almost able to take out Dyrus. They are not killing him just yet. The depth charge across the wall.
For a 2-0 champion, so better than nothing, but they've got to find a lot more of those pretty quickly.
Everybody helping, synergizing, and doing well. Even Madlife 2-0-4 right now on the kills. He is actually looking to build a locket for his team to continue on that synergizing.
Exactly. He's got to sort of get himself in a situation where he can have his team actually tank and survive this. The damage output from the Korean squad is area of effect, right? And it's area of effect magic damage. So Locket and Runic Bulwark make a lot of sense here for the North American team. They really need both and need them right now. And that's actually kind of one of the funny things about Saint's build is, now, Spirit of the Ancient Golem is very good. It's a strong item, but it's 2,000 gold you've spent on not Locket, not Bulwark. and because none of his ganks have really worked, he's had so little kill gold and no global gold. He's so behind in items. There just aren't any auras for the Americans, and over the next 10 minutes, there still won't be any auras.
And a thing that spells power, a thing that spells confidence, see Insect picking up a needlessly large rod for his second item.
That's really, really surprising to me.
Jungler does this.
Yeah, it's not common at all. It's him saying, look, I'm really, really powerful. Now,
yeah.
You know Insect kind of considers himself a carry jungler, and he's kind of played that way, but you still would normally see an aura come out of that guy and it'd be like, yo dog, like the idea of a carry item for Zac is like Spirit Visage. Like, I'll heal more and have lower cooldowns, not I'm gonna build a death cap.
All right, we'll see what they can continue to go. We got a few haunting guys instead. Oh God, coming in from the side, the ace of the Hulk, and it's gone. Wow, down to 400 HP. A few more attacks. Wild Growth just off to the side. The saving grace from Xpecial.
And look at that, Insect gets to dive a turret against Ryze, take turret aggro, get knocked up by Lulu, and then walk out saying, well, we tried, no big deal. Like, that's how powerful and how far ahead they are.
And I have to say, the Xpecials played the other day, one playing against Zac. The polymorphs on Let's Bounce were amazing, but they are not getting the chance to even do that this time. They're focusing even Xpecial in the fights to die for that crowd control to be wiped.
And that's really what happens to the Korean squad. They're so very effect-based that if they try to kill any one member, they'll still probably hit everyone else on top of that anyway. So it's not like they lose out by focusing on a support, because they're still hitting the entire enemy team.
Oh, the top, there's a flash! The execution goes in! They are going to try to get on St. Vicious, and they do take him down!
That's just so much damage from them. A great hook from Mad Life, a great knockup as well from Insect. These guys, they don't have a ton of catch, but if the right guys hit spells, they're going to get a free kill.
Dyrus doing what he can, trying to throw out some Qs, but it looks like they will be able to grab this turret. They are already knocking on the front door here. All outer turrets have been taken down before 20 minutes.
That is so fast from them. So, again, never mind about them playing not to lose. They are completely running in here and fighting advantages. Insect dives the turret for 3 minion kills. That's how... Yeah, he was like, yeah, you can't kill me. You don't have enough crowd control or damage or anything. I'm Zac, bring it. And this is happening like over and over again. Like, all I can talk about is these guys look on point. And the thing to remember is, I mean, I'm kind of looking in the future here, but the finals of this tournament are going to be played today. And the Koreans look this good already.
It's going to be scary, because you now have a Zhonya's on Zac. He went from that needlessly large rod and said, oh, wait, another paycheck just came in. Bam, finishing that. 2 Zhonya's before 20 minutes for these guys, both Ambition and Insect, 3-0 and 2.
So now all they have to do is look at how they close the game out. The individual play has been very, very good. A lot of this will come out. Dyrus going to get found out by Shy.
There we go, going in on Dyrus. He knows he's got to stay. Fight it, nose to nose. He goes down, and Shy takes his shield.
God, they're just huge right now. Again, you know, the lanes, they all won without jungler help. They just beat him straight up, and Devil's going to lose his Ambition. Only 127 gold for that kill. Devil's had a pretty rough game so far, 0-5 and 1. They've got 2 guys off the map. They can take an inhibitor here.
They have taken the most 1v1 skill matchups, and it has seemed like the lanes have been won in their skill matchups here. 13-2. It's going to be a 12,000 gold lead 20 minutes into the game with 6 turrets to 0. The chokehold being put on the North American LCS team.
They're up 50% in gold. That's not a number you see very often. It's 24-36. I say 20% is the part where you've got to start really, really worrying. This is 50% extra gold from our opposition. Like, honestly, I suppose they're not going to surrender because the game means a heck of a lot, but I mean, this is a clinic for how to...
This is the CLG Legion. This is where NA needs to figure out how and why they are doing this, install it, so they can not let it happen in the second game. They need to figure out what Korea is doing so well.
At this point, I would say our discussion turns to not this game anymore, but look, we'll defend, we'll do whatnot, but let's figure out the picks and bans. You only get so much time between a game to prepare yourself. Champions like itself is only so long. They've got to say, okay, look, what went wrong here? Was an individual play that went wrong? You know, we heard from the interview with Liquid. He talked to the team after the Chinese game and said, okay, what mistakes we made? 1, 2, 3. Okay, anyone else? You. Okay, we'll move on. Here's what we fixed. Right, play on to the next match.
Well, to see if they can do it this time. They do need to bring that thought process back around. Very grim here for the North American LCS team, but another match to go. It is a best-of-3 series, and they know everything needs to be put on the line for the second game. This one not yet over, but very grim, like I said, for North America. Korea is just kind of waiting for that last final push. They have more core items in general than anybody on the team.
Exactly. They've got kind of everything they really need to play the game completed. That I think they can sit here and not farm for the next 5-10 minutes and still be effective. Bishop gets dropped down to half. I mean, Scarra, for what it's worth, is growing. He's getting himself towards the Archangel Sass. He's only like 700 gold away still, but if the Koreans actually give him the time to farm for the 6 waves, he'll have that. I mean, the power is still going to grow from the American squad. Just
Teleport coming in from Dyrus. There's the ace in the hole. They try to put damage on him right away. Shy flashes into the fight behind Dyrus so he doesn't get locked up. And it's going to be Saint taking so much damage. Ambition just taunted them in front of their base. Low health, and they're still alive to push 5 on in.
This is going to be probably the next for the Korean squad. Shirelli just popped up. They dive on forward. That is actually the surrender coming out. 22 minutes and 50 seconds in. North America says GG, well played, guys, and an absolutely well-deserved win.
Amazing game by Korea, methodically planned out, one step after the other. It was great by North America to pick up that kill coming onto Prey, but really, I think that was the only time that Prey fell in the game. Yep. After that, was it that one kill, right?
They got one kill on the Prey fairly early on from the Saint gang, and then they 3-on-1 against Shy.
Shy in the bottom lane because he got away after 4 people attacked him. So